Hey, this is Brian Wright, and this is a Daily B102. I'm coming to you from my secret location, and what am I talking about today? I'm talking about it's not 9 to 5, it's 24/7. Hey, Brian Wright732.com, fitin.com, PHITIN.com. That's where we can do business together. So, I'm coming to you from a little corner of one of my spaces because my son is sitting on the couch right now that I normally do this on, and I don't want to bother him because I'm a good dad, and that's just the way I roll. So, something I want to say first. Somebody asked me yesterday, do I script these videos? And the answer is emphatically no. I actually don't even think very much about these videos until I shoot them. This is really off the cuff. This is what's in my brain at the time. There's no notes, no nothing. I don't practice. One take. I haven't had to do a re-over in a while. I think like maybe Daily B 10. But at 102, I can just kind of let it roll and do our thing. So let's get back to the topic at hand. So 9 to 5 or 24/7. Now this is inspired by a conversation I had with a friend who hit me up and was like, yo, talking to you and getting to understand what it means to be a business owner is very different than what I thought it was. Meaning, he was approaching his business that he owns, that he created, that he operates, that he's the primary chief cook and bottle washer in. He's approaching it like his wife's job. His wife has a 9 to 5. She leaves for work at 8:45. She comes home, 5:30, 6 o'clock. And when she's not at work, she's not plugged in, she's not thinking about it, nothing. She goes, she does a job, she gets paid, she goes home. She has a good job, she gets paid very well, she has a tremendous amount of responsibility. It's an important job that she has, but she works for somebody else. She's not, running her own thing, and she doesn't go to bed at night wondering about, the overall financials of the company or anything big like that. She's worrying about her job and what she has to do. Now, her husband, on the other hand, with his own business, was looking at his as a 9 to 5. So when he wasn't teaching class or mopping the mat or doing his basic stuff, he was disengaging from his business. And that got him into a place where his business wasn't being maximized. And I'm not saying that you have to work 24/7. But when you're an entrepreneur and you're a business owner, that's who you are. That defines you as much as anything else in your life. You make a living doing your thing. So it is your brand. It is your business. It is your efforts and thoughts and collection of ideas that will make your business run or not run. So when you get this idea that you can unplug from your business or represent yourself differently outside your business, it's not true. I mean, every single person you run into in the world is going to judge your business based upon their relationship with you. Every financial transaction you make in your personal life could be drawn back to your business life if people connect the dots that it's your business. So you have to live your brand. I used to have this thing when I was teaching kids classes that I used to say to myself, okay, when faced with choices, if I couldn't stand in front of my kids' class and tell them the choice I made, it was a choice I shouldn't make. Because that was the integrity aspect of saying, okay, I'm going to take on the responsibility of running a kids program within my own business. So I have to be somebody that the kids should have a right to respect because I am behaving in a life pattern that they can emulate without getting in trouble or lowering standards or whatever. So, as an entrepreneur, again, it never turns off. You will always be connected with your brand. Your personal brand and your business are one and the same. You may not be the guy on the front lines doing everything. You may have a staff that's interacting, whatever, but everything is your responsibility. Everything that's done right is, going to be credited by your staff, and everything that's done wrong is going to fall on your shoulders. So when a staff person does good by a customer, it's because they're great help. But when they do bad, it's because you're a crappy boss. It's that simple. And then when you're out in the world and you say the wrong thing, it's going to make someone hesitate if they realize that the business that they want to go to is yours. So you have to realize, you have to think about your business all the time in terms of how do you represent yourself. And then in truth, the growing side of your business, if you want to grow your business and you want to develop a business that always has new, exciting things going on, you always have to be pushing. Your downtime has to be limited. You know, you have to block out your day so that you're spending 80% of your day working on growing your business and your personal brand. And then the rest of it you can spend with, you know, your family and friends and doing whatever it is you do. But the biggest chunk of your life when you choose to be an entrepreneur is taking care of your business, because it's your business. It's your responsibility. Or not. You can choose not to, and then it's a crapshoot. And then you'll get complacent, and then you'll get put out of business by the guy who never turns it off. You'll get put out of business by the guy who made it his mission in his life to be better than you. So if you want to be in a self-run business, you got to run, and you can't stop, and you always have to be on. And if people are going to give you crap because you don't disengage enough, you have to disengage. You have to interact with people socially, but you can never not be yourself, which is your business and your brand. So represent yourself and live to a standard that you feel is appropriate for what you're looking to achieve. If you're saying you want a large outreach and you want to do good by people, then you can't go and live a negative lifestyle, you know, and think it's going to be in the shadows. Because, man, 2016, transparency is the thing. You know, the one thing I'm coming to realize is the deeper and deeper we get into technology, the less and less privacy we're going to have. So if you don't get in the pattern of operating transparently now, what are you going to do in a couple years when everything changes? So, all right, my son is creeping in. He is looking for his daddy. So just understand, entrepreneurship is a 24/7 job. It's not a 9-to-5. If you treat it like a 9-to-5, you're going to get put out of business by the guy who's hustling harder and working longer and thinking about it differently. I think I'm being summoned by the boss. All right, that's the thought of the day. Have a good one.